You know, when I go to those wet markets, the vendors there would look at me and say, "안녕하세요, konnichiwa," and then I'm like, "No, I am not Korean, I'm not Japanese, I am from Hong Kong." And then they look at me like I come from Mars.
No, I am not from Mars. I am from Hong Kong. You don't know Hong Kong, eh? Hong Kong is a very famous world financial city. How come you don't know? How dare you? You know? Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan are also from Hong Kong. You don't know them, eh?
Hello my YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. This video will be a little bit different because I will be speaking with a Hong Kong accent. If you don't know much about me, let me tell you a bit about myself. I am now 22 years old. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I moved to the UK for uni around 2.5 years ago, so I am a full Hongkonger. Today I am going to tell you the culture shocks I had when I first came to the UK. Okay, here's a quick disclaimer before we move on. This video is just for comedic purposes. Some of the following content may be over-exaggerated for entertaining purposes. You know, when I first came to the UK, people thought I couldn't understand English because British people speak with a very different accent. They also speak very fast. It was very hard for me to understand them. Even though I spoke English very well in Hong Kong, I started speaking English when I was a very little kid. But I couldn't understand them, so I started freaking out. In my class, I was the only Asian. Most of my classmates were British. So I was very shy. We didn't have the same culture. We didn't play the same game. We didn't watch the same YouTube video. We didn't listen to the same music. So it was very much out of my comfort zone. So I was really shy.
I was really shy. My classmates thought I was a weirdo. Why is this guy just sitting there so quiet? Why doesn't he speak?
But now after 2.5 years living here, I am already used to it. I like hanging out with British people. British people are very friendly. They like inviting me to their house for party. And then we drink a lot. We drink, and then we get drunk. I think this is part of British culture. We drink, and then we get drunk. I think this is part of British culture. We drink, and then we get drunk. I think this is part of British culture. And now, I understand, but at first, I didn't understand why they drink a lot, why they drink like crazy. In Hong Kong, we usually don't drink at someone's house. We may just buy a drink from 7-Eleven and then we go to the park and take a seat and drink. But in the UK, people like to drink everywhere. They drink in the bar, they drink at someone's house, they drink on the streets. This is so interesting. British people are also very open to talking to strangers. Like if I go to check out at the till in the supermarket, the cashier can talk to you for 5 minutes. But in Hong Kong, they don't even bother to say thank you or say hi to you. They just do their job. They ask you to pay and then they ask you to leave. Hong Kong people, we are a little bit standoffish. When we see strangers, we are very lukewarm. We don't want to talk to people. We don't want to socialize with people we don't know. We don't even know the name of our next door neighbor. But in the UK, everyone is just so nice. Everyone talks to everyone. Everyone wants to start a conversation with you. If you are waiting for a bus and the bus doesn't show up, the the other passengers waiting at the bus stop, they will start complaining about the bus with you. But in Hong Kong, we just look at our phone. We don't socialize with the people around us. This is so sad. Also, if you look a bit lost, wandering around the streets, British people will be very nice. They will be more than happy to help you, even before you start asking them. In Hong Kong, even if you ask for direction, everybody, they just want to protect themselves. They think you are a weirdo. They think you are a bad person. And they don't want to help you. I have been living here for 2.5 years already lah. But there are still a lot of things I still don't understand about British people and British culture. You know, in the UK, when you sneeze, people would be like, "Achoo! Achoo! Bless you. Achoo! Achoo! Bless you." Huh? Sorry? What did you say, You think you are God, You wanna bless me? British people are very pretentious, When you sneeze, they say bless you. I don't understand, What's the point, You know, when you sneeze, it's your own problem. You don't have to say anything to the people who just sneeze. It doesn't make sense, you know? In Hong Kong, when you sneeze, people just stare at you. They don't say anything. That is so easy, you know? Achoo! 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 Another thing is about table manner. You know, in Hong Kong, when we have dinner or lunch together with our family in a restaurant, we sit around a table, and on the table, there is a turning table, kind of like a lazy Susan, where we put all the dishes together and we just share all the food together. So how do we get food? I tell you, it's very simple and very efficient. We just use our bowl, get the food from the turning table, and put it in our own bowls. You see, it's so efficient. And everyone can try different food. Everyone is happy. I don't understand why in the UK, if you eat with your friends in a restaurant, if you try to ask them to share the food with you, they will look at you like you are stupid. I don't understand, Hey, British people should learn from us, lah. You know, we Hong Kong people are very efficient. Okay, let's talk about driving attitude. You know, in Hong Kong, our roads are very narrow. We have so many cars. The roads are very congested and everyone is in a rush. So even if you stop on the road for just 1 second, the drivers will just start beeping and they will start saying, you know, that is the way of life. You have to be efficient. You have to do everything in a rush. But in the UK, you know, if a pedestrian walk past the road, you stop for them for like 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I don't understand what you are waiting for. Come on, life is a competition. You have to be quick, you have to be fast, you have to be efficient when you do everything. Don't just stop on the road and just wait, you know? How many years do you want to waste? Do you want to waste 10 years? Do you want to waste your whole life? British people are very polite and indirect. If someone steps on someone's toes in a supermarket, they will say, "So sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." But you know, in Hong Kong, if you step on someone's toes, we just stare at that person, stare at that guy, and then we run away. We don't even bother to say sorry, you know? This is the way. We are so efficient. Hong Kong people do everything very quickly. We compete to be the first person to get on the bus, the first person to get on the train, the first person to get into the supermarket. You know, this is the way of life. In the UK, you wait for 10 minutes to get into the supermarket. Everyone just say, "Hey, After you, after you.
Waiting. Waiting.
You see? You are just wasting your time. Hongkongers are also very direct. If we don't like someone, we just say. Life is just like that. We are very honest. That's why I like Cantonese. When you speak Cantonese, it's very easy to use the swear words to curse people. You see? Very, very easy. You feel very happy after you curse someone. If you are running towards the bus stop and the bus driver doesn't wait for you, you just say. If you are driving and the driver in front of you is blocking you, you just say. What makes Hongkongers happy? If you are taking a lift and you see someone running towards the lift and you press the close door button, that makes a Hongkonger happy. But in the UK, you can't even find the close door button in the lift. You see, it's so inconvenient. You have to wait for 20 seconds. You want to close the door, and then suddenly someone else is coming towards the lift, and then you wait for them. You try to close the door again, and then another person wants to come in. Then you can never go to your destination. It's so inconvenient. On Christmas Day, if you want to go out, it's so inconvenient in the UK. You know, every year on Christmas Day, all the buses are not in service. All the trains are closed. All the shopping malls, most of the shops are all closed. You want to hang out with friends? No way lah. Unless you get a car. But if you get a car, you want to go to a restaurant, most of the restaurants are closed. Then where can you go? No, you got nowhere to go. You just stay at home and you don't know what to do. But in Hong Kong, on Christmas Eve, all the trains run overnight with extended hours. And everyone can just easily travel to different places to meet their friends, to see Christmas lights, to go Christmas shopping. You see, that's the way. Again, Hong Kong is very efficient. Transportation is also very good. In the UK, you may have to wait for a train or a bus for more than 1 hour. In Hong Kong, 1 hour can go from Central to Yuen Long already lah. You see? And also most of your friends, because Hong Kong are so small, they don't live so far from you. Even if you live in Changzhou, your friend lives in Sa Tau Kok, you can still get there within 2 hours. In the UK, if you live in Wales and you want to visit a friend who lives in Scotland, you need to take a plane. It's so inconvenient. I also miss the weather in Hong Kong. I know in summer it's so hot. It's 35 degrees and you know Hong Kong is very, very humid. You stand on the street for just 1 minute, you are sweating already. You just want to go home or go indoor to enjoy the aircon. But in the UK, winter is very cold. You need to wear 3 or maybe even 4 layers, but you still feel very cold. And also, in winter, the weather is very gloomy. It rains a lot. It's very windy. If you go outside, guys, I tell you, don't put any gel, don't style your hair. You go outside for 1 minute, your hair is maxi already. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a very special video. I don't sound like that normally. This is how I sound like in real life. Anyway, if you are Hongkonger living in the UK, or you are a British person living in Hong Kong, or whoever you are but you are just interested in Hong Kong culture, let me know in the comments what you want to know more about Hong Kong. And let me know what are the differences between Hong Kong and the UK you have noticed so far. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will try to reply to every single comment. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you like my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time. Bye.